Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another game review. And today we're checking out What's Your Number from Player 10 LLC. This is for 3 to 16 players. Wowzers. It's going to take about 30 to 60 minutes to play, and it's for ages, all ages, that's what it says. And in What's Your Number, one person is going to be a question answerer, and they are going to attach a number to something. Eating a whole pizza by yourself, Christmas music, going to the Bureau of Motor Vehicles, going on blind dates, all sorts of different things. You're going to attach a number to that between 1 and 100, 100 being I absolutely love it, and 1 being I would rather slit my wrist than do it. That sort of thing. Everyone else is going to try to guess what that number is, and the person who's closest is going to get a point. The first person to 8 points wins. It's a light, simple party game for all ages, but is it good? Let's open it up, and I'll tell you what I think. Alrighty then, we're going to take a look at what you're going to get inside of What's Your Number. So first and foremost, we have our handy dandy rule booklet. It's just this right here. Short, sweet, to the point. These are all house rules. So it's a pretty well done rule booklet. Should have you up and running in no time at all. Also, I can give you a feel for how the game is played right now because it is a very simple game. So in What's Your Number, your goal is to be the first person to get to 8 point, aka earning 8 cards in front of you. You're going to earn those points by placing your little token on this board on the number that is closest to the number that someone is going to write on the pad. Now, the person who's writing on the pad is going to change from round to round, and they're kind of the question answerer. What am I talking about? Let's just go over the components, we'll get into the gameplay, and then it's going to be much clearer on what's going on in the game. So, first you have the board. It goes from 1 to 100. 1 being you absolutely hate something, 100 being you absolutely love something, or you're very likely to do something, or not very likely to do something. Next we have the cards. There's a whole bunch of cards, and the cards will have things. Amusement parks. So, for instance, for me, amusement parks would be like a 95, because I absolutely love amusement parks. I love them, love them, love them. It was 100 when I was a little bit younger, but now it's down to 95, but I still absolutely adore them. Going a week without showering. 1. Absolute 1 for me. That would be just catastrophic. I take a shower every single day, no matter what, how sick I am or anything. I hate feeling dirty. Eating by yourself at restaurants. I go with a 70, 72. I don't mind it. It's not something I prefer. I'd rather eat with other people, but I don't mind it at all. I'm perfectly fine with it. So you're getting a feel for it. Girls wearing leggings as pants. That's 100. I love that. Oh yeah, man, that gets me going. But that's kind of what those are. So what's going to happen is everyone, except for the person who's going to answer the question, and the person who's answering the question will change from round to round to round based on whoever wins the last round, is going to put one of their cards in face down in the middle. So, you know what? We'll eating a whole pizza by yourself. And then everyone else would put in a card. So let's just say we're playing boom, 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 with that many players. So now the person to the left of the person answering the question. So if this person was answering the question, this person right here would now pick one of these and then discard the rest. So let's see. Going back to a restaurant to pay if you realize you accidentally dined and dash, white lies, hiring a personal trainer, Christmas music, eating a whole pizza by yourself. So yeah, let's just go with Christmas music. So these all get discarded. Everybody else would draw back up to 5 cards. And now the person that is the question answer is going to write on this pad secretly what they think about Christmas music. For me, so if this, let's pretend this was me, that I write down Christmas music, I would put a solid 92. I love Christmas music. And once again, my love has waned somewhat as I've listened to more and more Christmas music, and a lot of it seems kind of samey, but I still love Christmas music. So I'd be a 92, secretly put that down. And now everyone else at the table, including the person who picked that card, is now going to place this. And they do recommend, and I would also recommend, putting why you put the numbers down. So maybe like, 34, because I know, your parents died at Christmas, or you're Batman or something, I don't know. 69, because, I figure you might put 69 because it's a funny number. I put 82 because I know you love Christmas. I put 100 because I know you really love Christmas. And I put 15 because you're stupid, and your stupid face with your stupid, sexy face. And I put 52 because I think you can take it or leave it, because I know I was outside smoking and you were listening to rock music when you pulled up, and it's December 15th, so you should be listening to Christmas music. I don't know. Anywho, I'm going to reveal and say, oh, I put 92. So then you see who is the closest, which would be, boop, this person right here. So this person would then get the Christmas music card. They put it face down or face up in front of them, which is a point, and then they are going to be the person who answers the next question, and the player to the left of them is going to be the person who picks the card. So once again, everybody would put in a card, boom, 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 and you would rinse, wash, and repeat until someone has 8 points, which way they will be the winner of What's Your Number? And that, in a nutshell, is how the game is played. Alrighty then, what's your number? What are my final thoughts? Let's go over the pros, let's go over the cons. First, on the con side, game's not going to be for everybody for a variety of different reasons. It's a very light, simple, family/party game, and I'd lean more towards the party category, unless your family is of the older persuasion. And the reason I say that is because a lot of these cards, I want to say a lot of these, some of these cards, kids are just going to have no experience with. It's just, and it's not because they're adult cards or risque cards or anything like that. It's just because, you know, as a kid, you don't get to experience a lot of things that as an adult you've experienced over time. You know, go to jury duty or something like that. What does a kid even know what that is? You know, so I did have that in my classroom when I played it, where quite a few times kids be like, I don't understand this card. I don't understand this card. Be like, oh, if you don't understand a card, just keep drawing new cards. And that would happen. So despite the fact it says all ages, and yes, all ages can play it, I felt like it goes best with the slightly older crowd. Another con of this game is that there's only 2 real strategies, and one of them is not a strategy at all. The first strategy is just think about what you know about the person and make an educated guess when you place down a number. But that's not really a strategy. That's just trying to think about what you know about the person. And the other strategy is the kind of Price is Right strategy, where you just figure out where you should place your number that will give you the biggest spread. And that's one of my biggest problems that I had with this game, is that I don't, you know, like when you put like, say 25, I put 25 because I think he's okay on it. And then the next person puts 26 and then someone else puts 20. It's like, oh, well, I'm probably going to lose. Now this is somewhat canceled out when you play at the larger player counts, because, you know, there's numbers all over the board, there's tokens all over the board, but at the lower player counts it can be very evident, and it can be a pretty overpowered strategy. And I actually tried this strategy where I was just like, every single time I just went for whatever the biggest number spread was, and it worked pretty well, which is a little bit of a bummer. Also, I wish there was more of a structured order on where you place the numbers. We ended up just doing it clockwise, but I'm pretty sure I saw in the rules that it didn't say anything. It was just put the numbers out there. So I feel like one way you might want to house rule it is make sure it goes clockwise. Any other cons that I have of the game? No, not really. I mean, I think it's a good game. I just don't think it's a great game. Moving on to the pros, it's fun. It can have laughs. I definitely think if you explain why you pick the numbers, it works out better, and it's really kind of fun when you're playing with someone you've known for a long time and you just find out something like, what? You hate that? You've hated that this whole time? Or you love that? And that can be fun. Another comment of the game, and it's not really so much the game, but just how the game is designed, is the 1-100 thing. I wish you could double up on numbers and both people could win, because what will happen a lot of times is something will come up and someone will absolutely hate it or they'll absolutely love it. And they'll put a 1 or a 100, and then at that point it's just who's the first person to put 100 on that. So let's say, you know, Christmas music, like, you know, somebody absolutely adores Christmas. They love Christmas music. They start playing it in early October. That sort of thing. And I have a buddy who used to do that. He died. But if this came up, first person of 100 on that is going to get the point. So I feel like one house rule you should do is being able to stack more than one token on a particular number. Now, granted, this could get broken if everybody puts their number on the same thing, because then everybody's always going to get a point. But, I don't know. I don't know if there's a good way to fix it, but that was something that bugged me. But continuing on with the pros, easy to learn, easy to teach, pretty well done rules. They come with a pad. You know, it's kind of an unnecessary pad as long as you trust everybody, because you could just say, all right, pick your number, and then just say it out loud. But I guess that's going to prevent people from cheating. It has a good deal of cards. It has a wide variety of cards. There's all sorts of different things. It's kind of fun to go through the different cards and say, what about this one, or this one, or this one? I do like how the question master, like, there is that little bit of added extra thing to being the person who picks out the question, because you can look at the person next to you and you can look at the cards in front of you and be like, I don't know how he feels about this. I don't know how he feels about this. But I know he doesn't like this that much because this one time. And in the end, I think it's a good game. I do. Is it one I can recommend? That's hard. That's a hard recommendation for me. If you have a lot of party games, you collect party games or something like that, then yeah, I'd say yes. Because I think it is good, and I think you'll have fun. And I brought it in my classroom, and I had fun playing it with them, and I brought it to adults, and they had fun playing with them. And I didn't get a chance to play it at the higher player count, so we played it, I think, at most at 8 players was the max. I didn't get a chance to play it 9 through 16. That's definitely going to give it some legs now that I think about it. Because being able to play at such a higher player count is a great thing for the game. So you know what? I'm going to bump it up slightly because of that, because I always love when a game can accommodate a lot of players. But in the end, what's your number? It didn't wow me. I thought it was good, not great. I'll go with goodish. So in the end, what's your number? One that I can recommend if you're in the market for a party game that plays 8+ players pretty well, because I don't see why this would lose any steam. You're not going to be recycling cards too fast. Plus, it has a not suitable for work expansion you could mix in as well. So that is What's Your Number? One that I enjoyed, but one that I'm not crazy about. If you enjoyed this review, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below and in the comments below. Let me know. What's your number? I mean, personally, oh yeah, I should probably give you something to talk about, not just a phone number. What's your number? Oh, I'll just draw a card. Duh. Let's look on. What is your number on life-changing Southeast Asia trips? Southeast. I mean, I would love to go to Asia. I don't know, life-changing. You know what? I guess it would be life-changing. I mean, I went to Europe last year. I went to Essen. I'd say that was definitely life-changing. It really indulged me into wanting to do more world traveling, and I don't think indulge is the right word there. So, life-changing Southeast Asia trips, I would probably go with a solid 95. I would absolutely love to go to Asia, just any part of Asia. Well, I guess I shouldn't say any part of Asia. Probably wouldn't. You know what? I would love to go to North Korea as long as he wouldn't kill me. I'd love to see what that was like. That's in Asia? That's in Asia, right? Oh my God, I'm terrible. But let me know in the comments below. Southeast Asia life-changing trips. What's your number? And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube.